Dr. Lamar Goree is superintendent of Caddo Parish Schools and has not been with us for a while. Well, I guess since last school year. Hey, Dr. Lamar, how are you this morning?
Well, good morning, Robert. How are you?
Is there really a summertime for you at all?
Oh, you didn't take 3 months off?
You didn't
not quite 3, no.
Put your feet
There
up, couple of
actually is a
beers,
summertime,
hanging
though.
out.
You know, this year, most of my summer, I'd say we had a really good vacation with the family, but we pretty much, you work most of the summer. Take off about 10 days, Robert.
Let me ask you this, Doc. Monday we're going back. What are the big changes folks will notice for this school year in Caddo Parish? Anything huge?
You know, we're so excited about the school year and what it's to bring. We have several initiatives, mostly, that we're excited about. And, you know, this is my 4th opening of schools in Caddo Parish. So, you know, if you look at a lot of research around those first 3 years of this type work, setting the groundwork, and just excited about the many things that will come. You know, when you look at that this is the first year we'll open as a fully advanced ed accredited district, looking at us continuing the work within our STEM initiative in our 10 pilot schools, our virtual school, and really, really excited about Transformation Next and the full implementation of TAP within 14 of our Transformation Zone schools. And in that respect, I'll say this. If you talk to, my friend Dr. Brumley down in DeSoto, he'll tell you that one of the things that certainly made a huge difference in the academic success of that district is TAP. So we're excited to kind of follow the lead of DeSoto there.
One of the big, let's say, off-season controversies is the merging of Fair Park and BTW. From what I hear from both the faculty and the student body, things are going way better than anybody could have hoped. Do you agree with that?
I won't say they're going better than I hoped, because I know how resilient educators and children are, and they are doing exactly what I expected. They have come together and are truly forming a beautiful body in both of those schools. I was able to attend the open house at Booker T. Washington earlier in the weekend. It was amazing to see the children come together and form one BTW, and at the same time we are done extensive renovations and preparations to receive middle schoolers at Fair Park. And, I certainly sympathize with those people that, were educated at Fair Park as high school students, but we're so excited that the tradition of educating children will continue in that historic building. So Fair Park Middle will be ready.
Doc, let me ask you this. Staffing is always an issue. How are we doing that? I know you got about 250 new teachers. You still need more, though, right?
So let me tell you this. We need a few more, but we are better than we have ever been in this area. And as long as we are in a large urban district, we're going to be fighting. And if you look at no urban district has beat that game yet. So we are hoping to be the first. But as long as we're in a large urban district, we're going to be fighting to get people. But you were so excited within our most struggling schools. And first of all, let me compliment the school board, too, in that they passed the first incentive pay and really recognize that the equity issue is different in a district of this size. So in that respect, though, we have those transformation zone schools, which generally are our hardest to staff schools. All of them are staffed anywhere from 93 to 100% with fully certified staff. Did not take a vacation day the entire month of June because all efforts, all hands on deck were focused on staffing those schools, and we're really excited about that.
Saw an article a couple of days ago, in fact, it may have been yesterday, about Louisiana statewide ACT scores are up. I didn't get a chance to look at the Parish breakdown. What can you tell me?
We're up. We've gone up every year consistently over the last 3 years. We're above the state, so we are seeing increase in that measure that we all know truly does matter. So very excited about that. One of the higher scores in the region, actually. So really excited about that average ACT score of our students, and look to continue to see that improve. Our high schools are just doing amazing. We really do believe, again, that everything's still preliminary, and preliminary data when you go to all online testing can be shaky and can be different. But we do believe where we're going to see some of our most impressive growths will be in our high schools.
The testing for fifth graders was switched, I think, to just computers.
Yes, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
And that caused a little bit of a dip in the scores. What can Caddo do to combat that?
One thing I will tell you, though, is that one thing we're doing as a district is we're getting better at comparing ourselves to Apple. So if you look at some of our larger systems like EBR and Jefferson, we saw very consistent gains and declines. What we're doing now, though, is we have to increase opportunities for economically disadvantaged students, particularly, to be exposed to technology, so that we can make sure that we are testing in the classrooms, that we are utilizing test technology whenever possible, so that it's not something that they're unfamiliar with when faced with that in the testing setting. But that is probably the group that we're going to have to really make sure we focus on our Title I schools and making sure that we increase technology in those schools so that the students are prepared to test on a computer.
Downsizing more. I know we still have belt tightening to do. Are you looking at anything for this next year in the Blanchard area with regard to Woodlawn? Anything else that the public needs to know about?
No, I can say that staff is looking at what we're looking at next year as our main project is starting to manage some of the vacant facilities that we have and starting to make sure that we are fulfilling the plan in our strategic plan around those schools. We are, in the process after the Fair Park situation, the summer's happened. I do plan to work with community to develop a process by which we look at schools where it won't be anyone feeling they were caught off by surprise or that we were moving too fast. But I do think that there's going to have to be some type of systematic process that's owned by the community, the diverse community, that meets those needs. But one of our big goals next year will be how do we manage what we have closed in the communities, because we are committed to do nothing that will, bring down property value or that does not bring value to a community.
Dr. Lamar Goree, thank you so much, and good luck with Monday morning.
We are so excited. And one more thing. Can I get that one more thing in that I'm really excited about?
10 seconds, real quick.
10 seconds. 5% pay raise across the board, all employees, and no insurance increase. Come on back, employees. We have a lot of work to do.